chapter 10 in Desiring God is suffering, the sacrifice of Christian hedonism. You know, in the first edition of Desiring God, I did not have this chapter. And over the years, the question was asked, and rightly so, this sounds like a philosophy of life for kind of a Western, wealthy, healthy person. And so you can talk about happiness as the goal of life, but it's not coming to terms with suffering. And that really pricked me because that's absolutely not the case. It wasn't the case from the beginning. The people that exemplify the joy I'm talking about most are the people who suffer most. I was watching a video recently of the suffering church in China, and the people that spoke had been in prison 10, 12, 20 years, and they were radiant. And the theme on their lips in relation to their suffering was joy. Now here are a couple of factors. Acts 14, Paul says, through many tribulations we must enter the kingdom. Nobody is going to get through this life without sorrow and without pain. It's designed by God. But Romans 5 says we rejoice in our tribulations, for tribulation works patience, and patience works approvedness, and approvedness works hope, and hope will not put us to shame. There's a sureness about God in our afflictions that makes the very afflictions serve our joy. We know that this slight momentary affliction is working for us an eternal weight of glory. Rejoice in that day. Where did Jesus say that? When they persecute you and revile you and say all kinds of evil against you falsely. Rejoice in that day and be glad, for great is your reward in heaven. So, great is our reward in heaven. The afflictions themselves are intensifying our capacity to enjoy it. And therefore, suffering is the sacrifice of Christian hedonism. It's not an alternative to Christian hedonism. It is the pathway towards glory. The pathway towards Christ is a hard road and a narrow road, but it is not a joyless road.